Hi, I'm Billy, Whisky Exchange Ambassador. I want to talk to you about Glen Scotia 18-year-old. Glen Scotia is not the biggest name in the whisky world, but it comes from a place that used to be very much the biggest name in the whisky world, Campbelltown. Campbelltown used to have loads of distilleries, but they declined through the 1900s, and eventually there were only two left. A third one's been built, so there are now only 3 distilleries. They're not the biggest distilleries in the world, and for a long time Glen Scotia didn't get very much love. However, a few years ago, the company that owned it was bought out, the guys who owned Loch Lomond Distillery, and all of a sudden loads of investment poured in. The new owners really wanted to try and make sure their whiskies got out into the world and people learned about how great the distilleries were, and Glen Scotia is one of the big beneficiaries of that. So they've released a new range, and one of the things this new range does is it shows off the sort of idiosyncratic nature of Glen Scotia. There really isn't a Campbelltown style anymore. You know, there's only 3 distilleries and they all do their own different things. But Glen Scotia itself makes lots of different types of whiskey. They go from these big, petrol-y, oily, sort of huge, rich sort of seaside things, all the way through to nice, sweet, rich, delicate whiskies. You know, loads and loads of, sort of difference between the two of them, big, wide range of flavours. And this tries to marry a load of that together. So, on the nose, you have some of that saltiness, you have some of that brininess, a little bit of that oiliness as well, but you also have some sweetness in there. Nice fruit, a little bit of vanilla. This is matured in a combination of bourbon and sherry casks, with the finish in sherry casks. So try and add a little bit more of that sherry cask flavour after the fact, and that comes through a little bit in the nose. Get some nice spice and some nice dried fruit. On the palate, that saltiness and that brininess is still there, but a little bit more subdued and sort of coming through more like a salted caramel. But you have that nice big rich fruitiness at the back end, nice bit of spice. Yeah, definitely sort of coming through as a nice balance between that bourbon cask character, those vanillas, those toffees, and that nice rounded sort of sherry cask spiciness. All the way through the middle, nice salty brininess, reminding you that it's made down by the sea. So if you're looking for something a little bit different, if you want to find out what Campbelltown's about, if you want to explore Glen Scotia, this is definitely a good place to start. It shows off quite a lot of the different things the distillery does. But after this, there's just a whole wealth of different stuff from Glen Scotia you can find. But this is definitely the best place to start.